No, not still in the apartment. I'm on the street. I live on the street now. Hey, you.
Hey, how are you?
Uh-oh.
I got as much stuff as I could.
What happened? What happened?
They came over. They came in.
You take my makeup out?
I didn't see any makeup. Nicole was upstairs last, and I just got what Nicole had me get.
The thing at the top of the stairs.
Anything that was outside, it should still be outside. They're over there now. Why don't you go look?
I'm excited to go over.
What else stuff were you looking for in particular?
There was 2 blue bags at the top of the stairs with my makeup. Can you go get them? I'll wash your stuff?
No, I'm not going back over there.
Okay.
There was 1 blue bag. There was but
If I was using drugs, I wouldn't be saving up my money to actually get out of Portland. I'd be using it on drugs. I'm not. But that's all the money I have, so I gotta hold on to it. Twice now I've had a U-Haul reserved to get the fuck out of here, and twice it's been fucked over. Like, right now Venmo has suspended my account. Why? Because I don't usually use any money, and they had a $180 charge for a U-Haul. And so they suspended my account. So stupid. Someone stole my driver's license again. AT&T won't put on my phone without a license. You can't get a license without a place to live. So stupid. Now I know why there's so many homeless people in Portland. It's damn near impossible to get unhomeless. What is that? Hey, TJ. I was evicted 2 months ago. I've been out of the apartment for like a long time. I used to go and clean it up, but I haven't stayed there overnight. I don't know how long. That's okay. Just you talking is you supporting me. I don't need money as much as I just need prayers and acknowledgement of what I'm doing. I'm just sick of the same old rhetoric of people that have never dealt with the VA thinking you can just go to maybe using Wi-Fi. Yeah, I'm using Wi-Fi. No, I didn't sleep there a lot recently. People have my Wi-Fi, I mean what's it called? I share my location with a few people. You can see where I've been. I might have fallen asleep there a couple times, but I got woken up right away, like within 2 hours. And then remember, I don't have an apartment. Don't you see? This is my tent. It's just too hot to be in. I'm homeless. I don't have a place to go inside. Let's see if it will still work if I bring it down here. I'm in Portland. I'm not gonna give an exact location. No, I went and checked on it, but I had to be very careful. I didn't stay overnight too long. What clothes? Any clothes? When's the last time you ever saw me wearing the same thing day after day? Probably never, right? No, other people aren't there. The police raided the place. That's what I heard. I don't. Do you see? Does this look like how I really got ready? I put some foundation on. Barely anything else. I go to the McDonald's. Moved in. They won't let me go over there. My legs are gonna get so burned. Shit. Where do you think there's a shelter that's an option for someone without an ID? The system is set up for people that aren't homeless. It seems like people that have never been homeless make the rules. One, I don't have ID for certain shelters. Two, there's a waiting list. Three, I have to get a medical check first because you gotta get a TB card. I've now missed my VA appointments consecutively 3 months in a row because people steal my phones. And shelters are some of the most dangerous places to be. It's got high rate of sexual assault, theft, you name it. And then also, yes, I'm in 10. The locations are not conducive to people doing anything. One of them, the main one, the one for veterans, is all the way in Beaverton in a whole nother county, away from all sorts of resources. And to even get in there, you have to go there like 3 times. There's no way I'm gonna leave all my stuff. Go 3 hours by max. You want a tent door? Yeah. It's just so hot, I can barely move. I don't know if the Wi-Fi will stay working in there. Like this. How's that? What are you gonna do come winter? Ooh, you're optimistic, thinking I'm gonna survive till winter. This happened 3 weeks ago. I got evicted over a month ago. And not for owing any money, but because my landlord and the police would not help me get rid of squatters. You will. Soldiers were never by themselves. They had resources. Remember, soldiers in the United States military had more resources than the next 17 countries combined. I had $1 million equipment. I had the backing of a civilian team unparalleled in the world. You're comparing me to something and someone that had more resources than you can imagine. Fuck, for God's sake, I had an M16 and then I had an M4. Right now, all I've got is a Brazilian-made 9mm. It works pretty well, though. Then our freedom is... What? What the hell did that even say? Pretend our platoon is stranded and the U.S. can't get us out and we need shelter. Well, we already did that. I have a tent. That would be just fine. Yeah, I have income. But I can't rent a place because I have an eviction on my... I actually had a pretty substantial income before, but they take like $4,000 out of it. 1,200. 1,200. 1,200. No, that's not true, Annie. That's a lie. That's something that you kind of need to tell yourself in order to say, oh, people don't become homeless unless they're doing drugs. What else? That doesn't even make sense. Why would I need a better shelter? No, I'm not using. No, I do have I am saving. I just showed you I'm saving. I'm saving. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm even working out here. I work at night. can't tell if that's sarcasm or... I can't tell if that's sarcasm or seriousness. Oh no, I'm not okay. Aren't new marks. No new marks. This thing I've had since I was in the VA hospital. It's the exact same one. I don't have anything that you haven't consistently seen for over a month. Thank you. I'm not all that depressed about it. I'm not actually depressed about it. I know it's temporary. And I know it's still better than most of the world has it. I'm not hungry. I may be a little thirsty right now. It's not freezing cold out. That's why I don't want anyone knowing where I'm at. So far, nobody knows where I am. I like to keep it that way. I learned my lesson from people knowing where I lived in the apartment. And you have a fire that can light up the way. Thank you. What do you do at night? Working. I entertain. I'm an entertainer. I'm a travel agent. People that want to travel, I help them come there, go there. It didn't work. Oh my god, the sun is getting all over me. I'm not a lady of the night. Wait. I have one. Someone stole my other one. Thank you, Lily. Thank you. I hope... I asked you what you were... Oh, I guess I'm a lady of the night. Yeah, I guess that's fair. You can call, and almost all places now have small bus or place where you can... What? No, they don't. And they won't give me a license without an address. I don't know what you're talking about on that one. I can get an identification card, but that would take away my driver's license. I'm not doing that. No, I don't have any friends I couldn't trust. I have people that are acquaintances, but I would trust them. Would I bring them to a home I lived in? Fuck no. I am a businesswoman. I buy commodities and trade. I buy commodities and trade commodities. What's the question? Is the new thing they did so poor people can get ID to vote? Is the new thing? Yes, I know, but it also takes away their driver's license. So nobody's doing it if they have a driver's license. It also allows them to get arrested if they have, what's it called, warrants, which I do not have. Listen, it's bad enough I already lost my CDL. I'm not gonna now lose my driver's license. I lost my apartment over a month ago. Use your 10th all the way up. 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 Fuck, how did this light on fire? Motherfuckers. What match? No, it really didn't seem like I was there. I just went to visit to make sure they didn't like burn the place down. I actually called the sheriff's department a couple times to find out if they'd hurry up and get there. I don't know how I ended up with this. This is for pudge. You got a little bit of pudge and no butt. Put it on and you like pop up. Oh no. Got butt. Got butt. He's got butt. You're froze? How froze are you? No, it's not Coco's. Coco's got one to herself. If Coco says it's hers, she can have it. I'll let Coco have what Coco wants. This would be cute though. This would be cute little, like, can I just say what I think I said? That's only because that's what the clientele likes. Did you hear a guy? Do you guys remember the guy that was like all talking to me and everything, and like just wouldn't shut up? He was an escaped mental patient. Did you guys know that? I don't think I told you. Yeah, the police came last night, surrounded him. He escaped from a mental institution. Yeah, I made a big deal about it. He's like, he's a killer. He seemed really sweet to me, though. Who knew? Like, where did it go, Darwood? Oh no, I squeezed the fish too hard. Oh no, just come back. Don't stop, just. I'm lucky that didn't happen, huh? Nice and pretty. This is for people that like colors. People that are happy people. Hello, everybody. What I missed? What happened? What was that? Tell me, I want to know. It's a happy day. I always think about the happy day. Today doesn't last forever. It's a temporary hiccup. Always gonna come out tomorrow. You can bet your $5 tomorrow. You're only a day away. I can't sing, but I can sing anyways. My light bill is $5. Wow, that sucks. You know what sucks? I have a light bill that's pretty expensive too. But my light bill. Oh, the sun'll come out tomorrow. You bet your $5 will be great. Everything will be sunshine and rainbows and happy. Because it's a pretend video game I'm in. I'm in a pretend video game. It's called Carl. And the people that are playing me aren't very good at the game. We keep fucking up, ending up in a dance. But that's okay, because it's just a video game. None of it's real. I'm just an AI. And someday they'll turn me off. Flip the switch. I have no makeup for tomorrow. I'm gonna turn into an ugly fucking bearded monster. I can't show you that. I get in trouble. This is don't go into my tent. Thank you very much. That's a very good question. If somebody found me and I knew they were going to cause problems, would I pretend like they were trying to get in forcefully and then plant something in them to justify what I did to them? Yeah, I probably would. Like, this looks familiar. This is what we do. Oh no. What is going on here? So fucking hard. You're so fucking hard. Nice breeze. It's such a tease, you nice breeze. You nice breeze. Oh, I wonder what's in here. Oh my god, look at this. Oh, look at this, look at this. Oh, I got a solar charger. I found a solar charger. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my god, the solar charger, yay! We're gonna go green. We're gonna go green and we're gonna charge up. Okay. Let's get our stuff for charging. Come on, you need to stay charging. It's not getting all dirty. We can't get dirt on you. How are we gonna do this? We're gonna put you over here. Over here. Oh man, it's hot over here. So hot. So hot. I don't like that hotness. Let's see if this will charge anything. And it is, it's charging. Yay. Charging up right now. I'm using solar power. Yeah. Look at me using solar charge. Woo! I'm using the solar electricity right now. I'm using a solar panel. I don't know if that's enough to charge it at all though. Who knows? I guess we'll find out, won't we? I can only imagine it's so sad because a lot of the patients don't deserve to be there. What does that mean, don't deserve to be there? You mean like in the mental place? Yeah, I agree. I got stuck in the VA one. When you say don't deserve to be there, I don't get that one. I think I know what you mean. Who needs help? Hello, Tumble Kitty. Judge yourself on this, like, if you have this flawed thinking. When you're like outside and a homeless person starts acting crazy, what goes through your head? Are you like, oh my god, they're just the type of person, they're just crazy people? Or can you contemplate that could have been like someone like whatever class you're in and just couldn't get help until they ended up on the street? Or do you not recognize the privilege you have and you're like, no one in my class could ever have that happen to them? If you think like that, then yeah, you're privileged, because that means you're in a class of your own where you would never end up there. There are many patients that need other treatments than just lock them up. Oh yeah, lock them up doesn't really do anything but make other people feel better. You see, a lot of our programs, they have nothing to do with rehabilitation or helping the mentally ill. It just has to do with out of sight, out of mind. That's it. If you think our penitentiaries have any type of rehabilitation, you've never been to prison. You know how, no, I had it raided. I called the police. I didn't want to keep being responsible for the place. That's why I was far, far away. Anyways. Oh, you know how they had like the shows that like said people are getting like their PhDs in you guys realize like of 1,000 inmates, maybe 14 get chosen for those programs. 14. It's not anybody that wants to go to college can. And to even qualify for those programs, you have to have a sentence of 10 years. Or life, some of them are lifers with parole options. And let me tell you, if you think that that's them getting a benefit, every single American getting at least their associates through the government fund. There's nobody that does not qualify either through loans or through grants to get their 2-year associates. That's what community colleges were made for, where nobody could be rejected from them. And if you get a B or better average, you're automatically accepted into a state school. This whole idea that you can't go to school, no, it's just people are scared to take on debt. Because they believe it's real. Unsecured debt is make-believe. It doesn't exist. No, I don't have water. I don't have something to drink. They stole my Gatorade. I bought powdered Gatorade, and they stole it. Last time it was really hot, I helped people with Gatorade, and they stole it. So I'm not going to tell anybody where I'm at this time. Nobody's going to know. What is this? Oh, the pretty earrings. I forgot I have pretty earrings. Look, over here, I have pretty earrings. These are snakes, like the people around here. These are moons. I put my ashes out. This is hearts, like the thing that got broken in me. These are electricity, like what I don't have. Love you too. These are hearts of our Lord and His Mother, Virgin Mary. These are swords and daggers, like what's going through my heart. Ooh, these are pretty vegetables. Pretty. These are like from the plagues. You can just pray. You can just pray. This is the bug that makes red dye 40. I don't know. I feel really so conscious about asking for anything. This is my crucifix, the form of execution of my Lord and Savior. These are butterflies. These are fairies. I don't have any belongings. I just have some bags of clothes. I don't have anything. I don't have anything. that are needs, just probably just some. That's the only thing on the need list. Everything else would be a want, because I'll survive without everything else. But I do need to stay hydrated. That's a good question. I'm trying to find out how to get things sent to the lockbox. Okay. I'm gonna see. I think there's got to be a way where I can have it sent to the 7-Eleven Cordova lockbox. Is the 7-Eleven on Washington Street? And I think you can either send it to yourself and use that address, and then give me the code to open it, or I can try and get my address for the wish list there. It just doesn't give me an option to do that I can see. I think I have to call them. Owie. I don't like how that looks. No, this one's not. That cleared up. If this was MRSA, it would have been spreading like crazy. But my body's actually able to fight this. Who am I kidding? Once you have MRSA, you have it forever. It doesn't go away. Unless you get like a whole full body scrub. But my body's developed the ability to fight it. So that's good. It really hurts right now. Sorry. Ow. Oh, I'm sure sorry. I haven't been on where it's on right above on this site, but I need to change the address. Like, really? I think the best thing is you put in my old address, which if you want I can give it, and then you don't have it sent there, you have it sent to the the 7-Eleven on Washington Street, they give you the option for a lockbox. And then when it gets there, they give you a code. And then I can go get it. That way it stays locked up and no one can get it. Yeah, I probably contracted it in the VA years ago. I think I contracted in Cambodia, but who knows where I actually got it. The first time I had it, I was super, super sick. But then I got it like every couple months, every time I shaved. So do a lot of people. The apartment's been gone. Like, it was gone when that gang took it over. Ouch. What do you mean? Local can get you, and if you, what do you mean? What does that mean? You still living? No, they weren't. That was a long time ago. That was back in June. What does it mean? No, I wasn't. I was there for like 30 minutes. 30 minutes isn't staying there. 30 minutes is like making sure there's not like a meth lab going on or the place isn't about to catch on fire. Weren't any of you there when the screaming match would go on, where I got screamed at and told to get out and yelled at? I mean, what happened to the person that said local? What does it mean, get me into where? The wash happened. Nothing good comes out of you going back. Going back where? Where are you? I'm in Portland. What's he say? I can't go to the apartment. I'm close by. In Vancouver. I'm on the Blade. 82nd. Not 82nd. I know you can get like really a lot cheaper at like than what they charge at the gas station for like power. I don't have a preference to Gatorade or Powerade or any type of powder. Just the way I survived the heat traveling through Southeast Asia was I always kept electrolytes in me and water. People say, oh, you don't need those electrolytes. Well, let me tell you, I would get so sick when I didn't use them. When I did use them, I never got sick, and I could go through 100-degree weather with high humidity as long as I kept drinking. I don't drink anywhere near the fluids I used to drink when I was traveling. Thank you so much, KK. Well, see, I don't have any place close to me where it's cost effective. I have a Walgreens, but that's expensive. Some places Powerade's like 88 cents a bottle. I'm not picking it. I'm massaging it. It hurts so bad. I'm just rubbing it. Since I don't have hot water to put on it, I'm stimulating it to get blood flow there. Thank you. Appreciate it. But if it's okay, if times are rough for everybody. And it's really not getting any charge. I don't think that charger works. Anybody have any solar panels they don't use? My dad sure does. Dad, send me one. He used to make them, high efficiency ones. He made one at 32% efficiency. That's pretty good. If you know anything about solar panels, 32% efficiency is really, really good. I don't need antibiotics. Staying alive. My body can fight it, so. I just need to keep more fluids in me. All right, yeah. When you get to stay in a tent by choice, it's awesome. I love camping. But keep this in mind. I'm urban camping in an area where people, maybe even myself, may be selling commodities such as our bodies, and there may be people that hate us so much they want us sexually. If that makes any sense, some of you will understand that. And sexual assault is very real. Just plain assault is very real. Robbery is very real. Revenge is very real. There's people that don't like me. And the world. Why can't you live in a motel room, maybe? Because motels are expensive. I'm not paying $700 a week that I don't have to live in a motel. I'm so hurt. The heat is killing me. There's something I can wear that's like really kind of. I've learned a lot. I need to stop sacrificing my own happiness in exchange for what someone calls love, but is really just whatever the words are for someone that's there when it's convenient for them. I was really paying for someone to be with me. Yeah. I was completely I wouldn't say past tense. Wait, what? Do you know how much the Marriott is? She never saw the Marriott question. What's the Marriott? I know, I didn't see the Marriott question. I most certainly did not see the Marriott. What's the Marriott question? Listen, here's the issue. If I have to think long term, okay? And right now, I have the ability to keep my stuff. There's no way I'm gonna be able to go to a Marriott with my things. They make sure of that. They don't let people, transients as they call them, people like me in. And I can't sacrifice a day or two of being comfortable at the price of losing everything I still do have. Oh, shit. No, I didn't say I won't accept any help. I will accept help. Don't put words in my mouth. I absolutely will accept help. I said I feel bad asking for it, but I'm not above taking help. Of course I would. I'm actually very humble at times, and I appreciate everything. Okay, but what do you mean? But here's the thing. I don't want people thinking I'm ungrateful when certain things are offered. Like offering me a shelter on the other side of the city is not really helping me. It's hindering me. I've now been here for almost a month. I know where to get food. I know where to get money. I have people I look after and help take care of. What do you mean 3 days? I've been out here for like 20 something. I don't know what happened. This part used to not get internet. I don't know what changed, but something did. What I'm wrong about. Please, we'll have this conversation. How am I so wrong in this? Where are all these costs that you think you may have to go without agent? No, actually, do you know how many people kill themselves when things like that get messed with? It's no different than if you were to mess with someone's mental health medications. There's a 50% suicide attempt for people that are transgender. 50%. Well, no, it's okay, because I'd rather people see what they have to say and realize when they hear it how ridiculous it is. I'll let people have that conversation. I'm not here to silence people, and if they want to spew stupidity, it just makes... Well, what does that mean? When someone says it's a reality, that Paris was once occupied, did people say, oh, well, that's just a reality, deal with it? Some people dealt with it, some people collaborated, and other people said, fuck you, Nazi. I'm gonna cut your head off. And they later became heroes of the French Republic. I don't like it when people say it's the reality, just deal with it. I don't do too well. Safety is an illusion. Safety is an illusion, so. Well, I mean, what kind of VA help do you think it's going to be? Right? I mean, they're going to make... If you just look at the paper, I look like I'm not trying. I've missed 3 months in a row. I've got to make this appointment tomorrow. I've literally had my phone taken every single time. And I still can't get AT&T to turn my phone back on. Right, but what... Okay, listen. I can honestly say the last 3 months... What caused my homelessness? What do you mean 2, 3, 4 years ago? I was homeless in 2012. What caused my homelessness? I was medevaced out of Afghanistan with a TBI and went undiagnosed, and I kept having seizures. And I couldn't live with my sister because of how incredibly wicked my alcoholism became. And I was suffering with undiagnosed PTSD to a rate in which I don't really acknowledge. I then went to Portland, got into the Salvation Army's Veterans Program, got into VASH, got housing, and did well. No, my sister's fallen on hard times too herself. What caused you know, there's a direct correlation, I mean an absolute direct correlation between me making extremely stupid, poor choices and me being denied HRT. I don't know how to explain how I didn't care about the stupid choices I was making when I started to hate myself again. And there's a direct correlation to when they gave me back my HRT and I got back on track. There was nothing I could do about losing my apartment, but I was able to stop using drugs. I haven't gone back to drinking. The people that have no idea what it's like, you can't comprehend. My whole life, I felt I'm a bad person because of how I feel on the inside. And I was just starting to come to terms with that. And then I was told I was a bad person again by the president of my country. That people like me don't meet the standard. That people like me we're no good. It's people like me who is 5 weeks ahead of anybody else on a promotion. That's people like me. It was an expert shop. People like me. There was 300 in PTA. People like me that had maximum education. People like me that never had an Article 15. People like me. Know what that means. You mean like the Obama phones? I mean, I have pretty much the equivalent of free phone service right now. I physically didn't have the phone. That's what kept me. You can't use carrier locked phones. How do you keep getting more phones? I have good credit. So I'm pretty much healed. This has gone down a lot. Yeah, that's crows. That's a raven. There's a crow. There's a raven. There's a raven above me. Those are crows over there. I have a sleeping bag. Listen, to be clear, I've been in here for well over a month. Off and on. Like, there just was no Wi-Fi here until, like, I don't know what's going on, or I have it now. I need to get dressed because I need to get up and do something. This is cute. This is what I'm gonna wear. Hello. I will be on. I'll be back on in a little bit. I'll be back on a little bit. Okie dokie. Bye bye. I'll be back on. Yeah, maybe. Quote the Reverend Evermore. Pounding. The heart beat twice as I fell beneath the floor. Quote the Reverend. Yeah, Poe. Oh my gosh, I'm on breathing messy move. Where's my mirror go? Somebody stole most of my wigs. Ow, that hurt a lot. Ouch. I could use a mirror. That would really help. I can't believe I don't have a mirror. Oh, I can't believe they stole so many of my shit. So lucky I don't have an ant problem. That's what I just found in here. What the heck happened to this? Yeah, I don't even know whose that is. That's nasty. swear I had a mirror. Where's my mirror? Where's my mirror? I got a hamper for dirty clothes. And I got some anti-stink stick right here. I don't want to smell. I got some clean undies right here. I got some charger right here. Yes. I got me something right here, but I don't see no mirrors. No smoking mirrors in here. Right here's a mirror. God is good. Need to close the door, but I'm sure there shall be a window opening momentarily. I just might be too bare feet to fit through it. I found my purse. I found my purse. I have my purse. That's my purse. That's my purse. There's nothing in it, but it's in my purse. Bobby. I swear to God, Bobby. You grow up to be a queer. I'll do something, Bobby. You do some pretty queer stuff as it is, Bobby. I am Bobby, don't you hug your queer little pony. That is my little pony. Okay, that's a queer pony. It's got the rainbow. Rainbows were for one thing, to celebrate the destruction of mankind. Now, water. That doesn't seem very nice. My rainbow represents the inclusion of all. Although lately it seems to represent the separation of men. But anyway, that's another topic. I have parts to awake, but not the main part. Ooh, this is a Tejo shirt. I thought this is Vietnam. I don't have the sides, but I don't have the top. Oh, look at this here. I found another wig. I did. This must be the bag of wigs. Or not. What's this here baby? I don't know. But I'm gonna try and find out. Buddy. We got some more spikes. Okay. Okay. Let's keep on going. Okay, why can't I have any of these nice wigs? I was told I look like a serial killer with this one. Do I look like a serial killer? Don't answer. Oh, I found my cute little wiggy. I love this one. Yay! This one just needs a little bit of condition now. Is this conditioner? Yes, it is. I guess I can still be a bit of a whore tonight. I don't have to change as much as I thought. Oh, here's some bad news. The hepatitis, HIV, and all that's probably going to be skyrocketing for the next administration. They cut funding to that. Here in Portland, people are looking for rigs everywhere because they banned funding for that. Now, while that sounds like good, we're not going to give drug addicts a means to do drugs. They'll stop doing drugs. No, they don't. They just... Well, then they're going to kill themselves. Well, the problem is, they really don't just die. They just cost a lot more money and there's a lot of collateral damage. I was shocked that they did that. Shocked. Okay. Should we wear something pretty and pink or something I like dark? Okay, let me see what people say. What's it say? Because you are homeless. What's it say? There are too many organs very bad. Yeah. Do you really think people that don't have $2 for drugs, and you need an ID, mind you, and we don't have Walmarts in Portland. Walmart moved out of Portland after the last riots of 2000 and whenever. Yeah, I thought you'd say that, but not gonna happen. Yeah. I have multivitamin gummies. I do. I mean, making sure to chew on those. No, Walgreens and CVS gives it out. No, Walgreens and most certainly, we don't have CVS, but Walgreens most certainly does not. And you have to have an ID. Yeah, Beaverton and Tigard aren't in Portland. They're in Washington County. You guys are thinking like level-headed people with common sense. That's not how a drug addict thinks. They're not going to get on public transportation for 2 hours to go get syringes. I need to get something to stay hydrated first. Let's see what I have to wear over here. This is bright. This is so bright. Oh wait, I wanted to wear this. This is a compromise. It's a compromise. What did I do with the wig cap? What is it? 1%. cat, but just mother fudging had you. What in the fudging? Here you are, bro. Why are you stewing your clothes all over like that? How am I stewing them all over? I sorted them, put them away in bags depending on what they were. And it's a little tent. How do you stew them in a tent? Shh, don't tell people that I have that, Jen. I know you're in a little 5 foot by 5 foot tent, but why are you just stewing your clothes all over that 5 by 5? Oh my God, girl. Why am I in a tent? Because I don't want to sleep outside on the ground. Now this is just a want. This is not a need. I'm not in need of this to survive. Makeup. This is the prime. What's it called? I'm doing better than this, so I'm not gonna get into that. This is the big Prime days. Makeup's on sale. Addition treatment resource. I don't need addition resources in Portland. I did everything I was supposed to that I wouldn't be able to do if I was using it. I went to court and fought the eviction. It was not based on owing money. It was based on the fact that they didn't want to pay people that had a claim to residency money for relocation. Simple as that. It was a kangaroo court. Never have I heard being responsible for the bus stop. Police and my landlord wouldn't remove the people there. My landlord did nothing to clean up the hot water tank that blew up. That destroyed most of the stuff I had, caused black mold to grow. None of that. There was no heat. They never fixed the heat because they wanted me out. Almost none of the electrical sockets worked. Here's the thing also that people with logic should be able to figure out. If you go and look at where I have the wounds, they are consistently the same wounds for over a month now. You cannot inject in sites like that. It would be obvious that I would have to have more locations than the ones I had a month ago. And then those would become infected, and I'd have more sites and more. Or you'd have to believe I was boofing, which even when I told you I was doing that, nobody believed me. I don't feel it's my place to tell you where Dobby is. I did see him over the weekend. A third of the world has MRSA. I don't have an active infection of MRSA. But yes, I do have MRSA. Me and Dobby are definitely... Huh. I could almost answer no to that. In my situation, have it. It's very difficult to not catch MRSA when you're homeless. Most of the homeless population has MRSA. And if you've ever caught MRSA, you still have it unless you've gone through like a full body scrub and then moved to a new location. I've lived on the streets for quite some time now. Why is it just dawning on some people? Do you not remember when I put up the tent? That's how long it's been. you. This, this tent you said they sold. When did I say they sold the new tent? Not since I've had it up. They sold the other tent before this tent. Thank you, Nana. Thank you, Beverly. Here's the thing. It doesn't go up for like public sale. It goes on like a rush auction where it never is where there's any money left over. They routinely sell for half of market value. So, no, I'm pretty much fucked. I don't even have the ability to buy it back. you. What other roommates? I didn't have roommates. People that were actually roommates left when I said I couldn't have roommates. The only people that stayed were squatters. Something spilled. The brush that I was just using now. Too much. Hey, Catatooth. Hey, sweetie, I love you. Uh-oh. Okay, good. I found him. Uh-oh. I forgot to put mascara on first. Oh well. I'll just do the underneath. Is she homeless? Yes, she is. The worst part about when I was suffering from domestic violence is the person would beat me up, threaten, and then every time after, all they had to do was use the fear of getting beat up. Like, that's it. Just pretend it like they were gonna hit me. And that was just, almost rather I got hit. And that's when they would force that I was a man. Insisting that if I had a blah 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 and a blah blah blah. That's just what people that are queer and hate themselves say. And I'm probably gonna get my ass kicked for saying that. What was it, 1932? Hitler banned all Jews from the military. No, it was even before that. It was 1927, I think. Between that. Queers were already banned. They were already persecuting queers. If you were queer, you couldn't exactly have a shop. Man, it must have really been shitty to be queer and Jewish. Listen, I'm not saying anything that someone that it's really funny who's queer and Jewish already does. Sometimes, like, that's what I love about some people, is that sometimes when life is shitty, all you can do is laugh. All you can do is laugh. Because if you let them take that away from you, then they've really won. Joyce, you don't find anything I'm saying offensive, do you? I hope not. I'm not meaning to be. I'm the one thing that I was able to take away from everything in history when it came to that period in time is how people that wrote about it at least never let them take that away from them. They always were able to joke and laugh. As long as they could do that, it didn't matter what was going on around them. And there were people saying in the 20s, oh, nothing's gonna happen. There were people saying in the 30s, oh, no. There were people here in America in the 1940s saying, oh, I'm sure nothing bad is happening. Just like if it ever does start for some people in the States, it's not gonna make it out right away. You're not gonna hear about it. Or you'll dismiss it. Powers that be know, the one way you can dismiss something is by letting the fringe part of that group speak out. They do a great job of covering UFOs by letting the fringe group of UFO sightings speak out about it. When you allow certain people to talk about certain things, it discredits it actually happening. I feel that has begun. Whenever it comes to, not whenever, a lot of times when it comes to transgender issues, they seem to have the person the furthest away from center talk about it. Where even I get nauseated sometimes at what they're saying. Some things are just too far. Some things are just too extreme. Listen, and that's me saying it. That is me saying it. What's going on? What's happening in Texas? I don't watch the news. Yeah, I'm living outside. Oh, flooding, there's flooding. Okay, here's the thing about 1,000-year flooding. It doesn't mean it happens every 1,000 years. A 100-year flood does not mean it happens every 100 years. The severity of it makes it that way. You could have a 100-year flood happen 5 years in a row. That happened to my family on the Ausable River in Essex, Clinton County border. We had 1,000-year flood and a bunch of 100-year floods all within the whole decade. What they don't take into consideration is what impact man has had on making these floods happen. At least for our situation. They stopped dredging the Ausable. The Friends of the Adirondacks wanted forever natural, and they stopped the dredging. This led to severe ice jams and flooding. So keep in mind, 1,000-year-old flood does not mean every 1,000 years. It's just the severity of the flood. It happened a month ago. I got evicted a month ago. I got evicted technically on May 28th. I guess if it storms out here, I'm fucked. Somebody keep an eye on the weather for me and let me know if that's supposed to happen. I've got a pretty hefty tree under me. I'll put a tarp up. I was a Boy Scout. My dad was an Eagle Scout. My grandfather was an Eagle Scout. Even though I'm from the North, it's something I learned at a young age, was how to make shelter, have fire, all that. This really isn't... Wow, all this stuff that I used to think was so shocking, like, isn't so bad, you know. I sucked my first dick a couple weeks ago. I haven't done it since, so I don't know what that says. Where are you going to shower? I'll go to the bathroom at the McDonald's. They have these waterless shower wipes. They have showers at the church 3 days a week. Where am I going to shave is the question. Listen, I was in the military in the field, okay? We do 2 weeks in the field. Same conditions. Actually better conditions in the field here. Yeah, I mean, this really isn't that... You know, to be honest, the military didn't really train me. Admit it, anyone that was in the military, maybe for some of you it trained you, but I'm guaranteeing for a lot of you, you already knew everything pretty much they taught you on how to be in the field. If not, you taught others on what to do. I mean, there was no class on how to cook on a flame. There was no class on how to cook on a grill. There was no class on how to set up a tent and shelter in the Army. There just wasn't. You were expected to learn that from your unit. I don't know. I'm not really planning on doing anything but surviving right now. Exactly, and I came right across the lake from you guys up in Clinton County. Like, you know, where there's the Port Kent Ferry, the Plattsburgh Ferry, and, well, the Essex Ferry. You know what part I'm in. Well, yes, some people weren't very good at it. drugs or alcohol use and burned out really quickly. Did I decide that? Shit, I forgot my eyebrows. How the fuck? How did I do that? Oh yeah, I didn't put them back on. That's how. I hear Vietnamese being spoken. Doing that country girl will survive. Got my pickup truck and my trusty dog. Going out there cause country dog will survive. There happened to be a great big something. All the power went out, but I went on back and lit a fire cause country girl will survive. Because nobody knows it's my tent, and I like to keep it that way. So if you figure out a landmark, please don't go be telling people where I'm at. But I made sure to be at least like a 20-minute walk from my apartment, at least 10 blocks away. So in a section where people don't really know me. I don't always tell the truth, but when I don't, it's for good reason. I'm on concrete right now. I'm on concrete. This is concrete right here. I've got bedding, yeah. Where are you at right now? Did they leave you alone? Well, so far, because I've made sure not to really be seen during the day. This was just too fucking hot for me. Do you guys remember yesterday? It was so hot. Oh, I wasn't live. I fell asleep and slept outside. I woke up. See, people say, oh, you should nod it off. No, I fell asleep. I fell asleep. There's such a thing as being so exhausted you fall asleep. When you fall asleep and you don't wake up until like 5-6 hours later, that's called falling asleep. At least in my book it is. I know, it was so freaking hot. So very hot. For right now, until I get it figured out, you can, I don't know if people knew my old address. My old address was 8224 Southeast Washington Street. You'll see there's 2 lock boxes near there, but one of them isn't open anymore. It's the next 7-Eleven on Washington Street, known as the Cordova drop lockbox. Things could be sent there using your own name, and then when they get there, they send you a code for the lockbox, and you can send me the code. I can then open it, and that way you're protected. Like if something happens, I don't get it, they mail it back to Amazon, and you get a refund. Yeah, Cordova, the one on Southeast Washington Street. I would rather be in the snow if it was just me in a tent. Like, yes, it's true. I wouldn't want to be in the snow if I had to walk around. But tents are actually pretty. Yeah, thank you, blessed man. Yeah, if you could explain how it's done, because it's the one. You'll see like it's got a bunch of businesses around it, like there's Burger King and what's it called? We've got the beef, Arby's, a bunch of banks, and it's the 7-Eleven on Southeast Washington Street. Are you serious? It's supposed to be that hot? Shit, I don't know these things. I don't know if I wanted to know that. No, I'm not still using it. I haven't committed to being clean though either. I am clean and sober. Sobriety, I've had sobriety for over 2 years now? Wait, let me see. Yeah, it's 2 years. Is it 2 years or 1 year? It's 2 years. It's 2 years. There's a whole year of my life that it just doesn't exist in my brain. I didn't wake up until May. May is when I woke up. There's a whole year that went by. I have no idea what happened. I know what happened, but I don't know what happened. That's a person I don't know very well. unless, I don't know how to explain it to people. It sounds crazy. Well, because that's kind of what it is. It would be labeled crazy by the normal people. That's how I've explained it my whole life. I wake up, time has passed, and very rarely no, I've never woken up and been like, wow, we're in a really great situation. How'd we get here? It's always, for me anyways, fuck. That means there's a Trish out there, wherever the fuck they call themselves, that wakes up every time and goes, wow, shit's good, let's fuck it up. And they do, and they fuck it up. And it sounds like a cop-out, like, oh, this is the way to not take it. Something or other. No, because that's still me. It's still me. I can't say that it's another person controlling me. I just don't remember or understand why I did those things. For all I know, it's in this necessary part. Kind of like in Fringe, where the good doctor gave himself a lobotomy, and on the other side, Dr. Bell turned into a real monster. I don't know. I wish someday I'd find someone that can understand the things I say. I don't think I'm ever gonna find that. I don't believe I have any chemical imbalance. I believe I'm exactly the way people like me are supposed to be. I truly, after being on this earth as long as I have a firm belief that people that are Rh negative are very different than the Rh positives. Just are. Maybe it's something more than that. That's just the main thing I've found. And there's a few consistent things that everyone that I've met that has at least that marker I can relate to. See, but which did you do first? Did you mess up things because you were using, or did you start using to mess up things? That's the main separator. Ooh, Kepra's bad, isn't it? I've heard some bad things about Kepra. I was on Tegretol for a while. Now I'm on something else. Ah, see. I never messed up things because I was using. It is the humanity. It is not a blip. This is a very formidable, impressionable time in my life that has been extremely significant in otherwise blips of my life. This period of time at least has had meaning. I haven't just been floating by. I've been self-aware and learned lessons that I had never known before. I found out things about myself that I have never realized. probably learned more in the past 2 years than any other time in my life. It's not so bad. I'm in a tent. There's not bomb. I'm just so exhausted from the heat. No, I did not say I was clean for 2 years. I never said that. I said I've been sober for 2 years. I have not been clean for more than 50 days or so. 60 maybe? June. Wow, it's been more than 60. It's been more than 60. But yeah, you get it, TK. We spend so much time and effort trying to reform ourselves from our darkest moments. Like a moth realizing a flame will burn it and spending all its conscious effort not flying into that flame. But then that's all my life becomes, is trying not to fly into that flame. And that's not really living. That's just waiting to die. It's those moments I give in and fly into the flame and catch a fire. At least in those moments I'm alive, trying to put out the fire. Yep. Yeah, sober from alcohol. Alcohol was the worst thing I've ever done. It's the worst drug I've ever done. I mean, I'm still clean and sober. Thank you. You get it. It's just, it's almost, get help for the, what trauma, Tada? Like, what trauma? I've almost come to believe that that's just a meaningless word almost to me. I don't have any real trauma. The only trauma I have is being trans and being led to believe that was horrible. Nothing compares to that. Nothing. There's nothing that's happened to me that was anywhere near as bad as that. Because everybody acknowledges that the other things were horrible and they can relate to it. If you lose a child, no one's like, that's a good, everyone, like, that's horrible, that's terrible. It's universal. If you're raped, no one's like, yeah, that's universal. But to try and explain what it's like to try and be a good person when you're convinced you're a bad person, only to later in life be told what you've repressed your whole life is okay. To give in and kind of accept it, and then just as you accept it, be told that you're a bad person again. I mean, I'm almost becoming radicalized. No. when I transition, one is always transitioning. When I was transitioning at first, everything was great. For the first time in my life, yes, I have income from the military. Everything was right in the world. Everything went to shit when... I mean, truly to shit, there's different grades of shit. I don't know. Remember, 60 days ago now would have been just May and June. That's it. Remember, what people call mental health issues, they mimic drug use very well. And I know there's some people out there that can relate to this. When you were active in your addiction, you were probably the most normal you've ever been, right? Things only went to shit when you stopped using. And chances are you didn't stop using by choice. You either ran out of money or couldn't find the drugs. That's truly when things went to shit. But when you actually had drugs, you probably lived a pretty normal life. Can anyone relate to that? I don't know. You can understand that, wouldn't you? The VA didn't stop. They don't help you at like the max level like your whole life. It depends on what's going on. The reason that kind of, I can't say it started it, or maybe it just was the catalyst, they stopped my medications. Exactly what I mean. My level of normality or function at least, was using. But also, I found a new level of normality with hormone replacement therapy. I truly did feel more normal. I felt normal for the first time in my life, really. And if you go back and I went back and watched some of my lives. Not necessarily it led me to use as much as it led me to go off the rails. No, I can't blame it completely on that. I went from having like relapses that were just a relapse, like one relapse, I get high and that was it for a while, to using all the time when they took away my meds. So I can't blame it on me using for the first time and relapsing. But there was a definite correlation to me not caring that I relapsed and not trying to stop. That's the thing. I can completely agree with it. It's completely easy to stay sober until it's not. It's completely easy to stay clean sometimes until it's not. For some people, it's not a constant battle every day. It's more of an uneasy peace until there's a nuclear strike, and then you're just fucked. There's no winning a nuclear war. It just is. You're fucked. You just. If anyone can understand this, drugs saved me. Drugs really saved me. I would only really use to get off the path of suicide. It's as simple as that. Thank you, the hanging Chad. See, but I don't use in hard times. That's the thing. I use when things are easy. I can't use when times are hard. I know that's contradicting, like things got really bad with the HRT taken away, and I didn't realize that at the time that that's what was going on. I had no idea. There seemed to be no rhyme or reason. I didn't even notice it went off my meds. And here's the thing. I didn't go off my meds. The president took them away from me. Remember, the VA is only as strong as people. And they didn't know what to make of his mandate. They didn't know if that meant no treatment at all for veterans, or just no treatment for people now entering the military, or people that hadn't separated yet. The VA has done all sorts of weird shit. And I guarantee, if this is how Portland ruled it, Portland, Oregon decided that they're not going to give it to anyone that, like, let's say it's still me, but I had never gone on hormone therapy, and I asked for it now, even though I retired in 2014, they tell me no. I would be told no in Portland, Oregon to hormone therapy. Only fucking reason I got it is because I asked for it in Coatesville under who did I ask for it under? It was under the last Trump, I guess. No. Bye-bye. I'm in a tent because that's where I live. Do you have, no, I have two. I am proud. Yeah. It's not that the strong get up again. It's that that's what makes us strong. Is falling down and getting back up again. Because until we do that, it's like Schrodinger's cat. We're both strong and weak. And only once we experience it and it is seen through our eyes can we know if we are. Stronger. Weak.